From the borough of Queens, we're at the home of the Mets, Citi Field. Digging in, Tim Beckham. And we are set for baseball here this evening. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty B, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand. Hey, that's why this guy's in the leadoff hole. Grinder, battler, whatever you want to call him. He is not afraid to go deep in the count. He is not afraid to hit the 2 strikes, and he showed it right there.
Into the box for his first at-bat in this one, Trey Mancini, as he's been in a pretty good stretch over the last 10 or so ball games. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give them anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
And now the starting lineup for the visiting Baltimore Orioles. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look up and down this lineup. One thing jumps out. A lot of guys with some quality batting averages. They find themselves in the top third of the league in batting average. And that usually bodes well. As the season gets long, if you can keep your approach, usually leads to winning games.
And he fouls this one off. Beckham leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Joe McDonald.
Hey, Joe McDonald, he's a tough guy to figure out sometimes, D-Row. One inning, he'll be given that inside corner. The next inning, he doesn't give much of that inside corner. His zone fluctuates a lot.
You know, Dan, you can see some depth.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. He'll get it into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
And you know, there's just so few places in the strike zone where you can keep this guy from hitting the ball hard. That really is not that bad of a pitch. Just a little bit down and away, but he's all over it, and he cashes in a run on the double.
Here's Chris Davis now. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And the run will score from second to make this a 2-0 ball game.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get. And boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
And it's quickly 0-2. Scope playing here in his age 26 season. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
To Cabrera for 1, on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Orioles lead it 2-0. Dylan Bundy, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's last 3 starts haven't been that bad, but he's picked up a no decision in all 3. I'm sure he'd like to pick up the W in this one here today.
Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does the team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He's in the top 5 in runs scored in the National League, so he's a big part of the lineup. The guys behind him are doing a good job of driving him in, too, but they'd be a whole different team without him. Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Oh, I bet he'd like to have that swing back. It's 2-1 now. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Over the bullpen and gone. Solo home run there for Michael Conforto, number 22 on the year, and the Mets are on the scoreboard. It's now a 2-1 game.
Well, there's an old saying that the harder you throw, the farther it goes. How about this? Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed. See you later.
Here's Yoenis Cespedes coming into this one. His season home run total tops in the National League. First pitch coming. Here it is. Little tapper down the third baseline. On to Davis at first, and there are 2 away.
Batting fourth, right fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in the right fielder, Jay Bruce. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away. Todd Frazier would be next. Another full count offering on its way. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Mets do get 1 back, though, on the solo home run. Second inning coming up, and this is now a 2-1 ball. In now for the O's, Adam Jones. He'll get us started in the top of the second. And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
Well, that 2-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Conforto is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And this team, They're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Rasmus hits a little over the 270 mark. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Hey, that's a well-executed pitch right there. That might have started middle, but you saw it breaking away.
There's a swing and a high, deep drive headed for the right field corner. Into the upper deck, but foul. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. Lifted the other way down the left field line. After it is Cespedes. And this will find its way to the 335 sign. And he'll pull into second with one away. Wow, this is a perfect example of a wily veteran doing what needs to be done to deliver for his team.
Yeah, just watch this swing. Instead of trying to do too much with it and pull it, he stays inside the ball and is able to smack it to the opposite field for a double.
And ready for his first at-bat, Caleb Joseph. And he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now. And there's ball one. The 1-1 home is strike two swinging.
1-2.
Rasmus, the runner at second with one away. Towards second. And this will be put away easily for the out.
Batting ninth, the pitcher number 37, Dylan.
Ready now for Baltimore, Dylan Bundy, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And a fastball is in there for strike one. Two out here and a runner at second. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself. And nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in the run.
And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike three, and that will retire the side. Orioles leave one as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Here's Todd Frazier now. His past history with Dylan Bundy, he's 0 for 8. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line hard, but foul. Back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. So a base hit here to start the inning, and he continues to pile them up as we take a look at our league leaders in hits so far. And as you see there, he sits in 4th place in that department in the National League. Standing in, Dominic Smith. First pitch of the at-bat. On the ground to second base. This could be two. There's one. Back to Davis, and they turn the double play. So bases are empty here with two gone, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera. Here comes the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. Machado has it. And he'll make that play look easy as the throw is in time to end the inning. Digging in, Tim Beckham. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Hey, there's a base hit to lead off the third inning. Talk about having a lot of traffic, D-Roll. He's given up several hits already, so he's been in a stretch most of the game.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Dan. That is the name of the game for this offense. They're trying to get this guy in the stretch. Hopefully he misses over the heart of the plate like he's been doing so far up until this point.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now. Beckham on at first, nobody out. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play, and that'll compound matters even further.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Way in front of that fastball. Grounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A bouncer up the middle. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Striding in once again, Chris Davis. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. And a fastball just misses for ball one. Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0. Davis, a native Texan. He was a fifth-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick. When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you gotta be ready for the heater.
Plawecki is under it, makes the play, and there are two gone now.
The second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Scope.
Digging in to try it again, Jonathan Scope. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a knee-high fastball. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bruce has a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and no one left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Orioles 4 and the Mets 1. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jones is under it. 1 away.
Batting ninth, pitcher, Zach Wheeler.
Next for the Mets, Zach Wheeler. First pitch on its way. Here's a little chopper up the middle. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third.
The shortstop, number 7, Jose
So bases
Reyes.
are empty here with 2 gone, and the lineup turns over now for Jose Reyes. Pitch on the way. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Jones on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Now batting, center fielder,
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Michael Conforto. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you could extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
No balls and a strike to count. And a good call as they pitch out there, but Reyes isn't going yet. The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Reyes, the runner at first with 2 gone. And there goes Reyes. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. We'll see Adam Jones when we come back. It's the Orioles 4 and the Mets 1. First offering on its way.
Center fielder number 10.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. And it's gone as they add still another.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Into the box now, Colby Rasmus. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Gone!
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And that is going to be all for Zach Wheeler. Seth Lugo answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Into the box, Caleb Joseph. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. 2 quick strikes and now the 0-2. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. No outs, nobody on. And it's a ball and 2 strikes to Joseph now.
Back-to-back sliders in on the hands. He didn't handle it real well at all in the previous pitch, so why not come right back with it again? Better job of laying off that one, though.
The 1-2.
That ball's foul.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Certainly not the night he wanted to have. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dylan Bundy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Fastball in there for a called strike. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2 scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
To 1-2 now. Liner toward right center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, it's one thing to give up a hit to a pitcher right here. You can live with that, but an American League pitcher, a guy who probably takes DGs 10 days out of the year, this is surprising. He's going to have to bear down on the mound out there.
And the runner will get back standing. In now, Tim Beckham. Hit in the air out to left field. Cespedes is there. And that's the second out of the inning. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball that finds the outside corner. The 0-1 delivery. Sharp ground ball to third. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Here's Manny Machado now. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's in the dirt. Throw over to third here. And, oh, they say he beat the throw. Safe at third. So now 2 men in scoring position. Bundy on third. Mancini on a second with 2 down. Good opposite field power here, taken high and deep to right. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. Guys, we've seen 4 big balls between the 2 teams so far today. What are your impressions of the long ball display we're watching?
Yeah, Matt, it's always tough to score runs here at this big ballpark in Citi Field. Heck, D-Roll, they've moved the fences in a couple of different times here to make it easier for the Mets hitters.
You know, this has been such an impressive hitting performance today by this offense, considering the fact that we're in Citi Field, although aesthetically pleasing, not for an offensive ball player.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And it's a foul ball. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Cespedes is there. And that's the 3rd out. 9 men come to the plate, however. 5 of them score. On now to the bottom half of it. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now batting, right fielder, Jay Bruce.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Jay Bruce. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Here comes the first pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first will get him. Score at 5-3 on the putout, though it looked more like a 6-3 ground ball. Nevertheless, there are 2 away now. Here's Todd Frazier now. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. And that's by him. It's 0-1. Frazier, or the Todd Father as he's affectionately called. He was selected in the 1st round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Here's the center fielder now, Adam Jones. Comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Now a bouncing ball hit to Frazier down the 3rd. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, right fielder, Colby Rasmus.
Digging in and looking for more, Colby Rasmus. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. 92 splits the plate, and it's strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. Fouled off. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Cespedes is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Digging in once again, Caleb Joseph. He lined out his first time around and then went down on strikes last time up. First pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. Now the 0-2 pitch. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. But they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Ready for another chance? Dominic Smith as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is on the ground over to first. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single.
Hey, that was a well-executed pitch down and away. Sometimes you got to tip your hat to the offense. It's a nice piece of hitting. Maybe not what he was looking for, but the result was there.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's set and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Here's the 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Two things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Scope has it. One there. On to Davis at first. It's a double play, and the side is retired. Digging in and looking for more, Dylan Bundy getting to hit for himself here, largely due to the big cushion he's got to work with. Now the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Bouncer down the line. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Third baseman, number 1, Tim Beckham.
Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Tim Beckham. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's set. Here it comes. A high fastball is in there.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
Behind 0-2 now. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Now batting, left fielder.
Striding in once again, Trey Mancini. He's 2 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hit down the third baseline.
Stay on the attack if you're the pitcher right here. You know who's lurking, 3, 4, 5, and you'd love to see that number 3-hole hitter.
And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here, as this is a beauty to end the inning. Back with more here on a Tuesday night. So here's the Mets pitcher, Seth Lugo. He's getting his first plate appearance of the game here in the 6th.
Lugo.
And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
0-1's the count.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game, pounding the zone.
1 ball, 1
Here's a
strike.
fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A fastball down near the shoe tops. And the 2-1. Fouled away. Soft liner towards center, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff base hit from the pitcher's spot will turn the lineup over to start the inning.
Hey, I'm not surprised right here. This pitcher mixed in a knock. Playing in the National League, he gets way more opportunity to work on his craft from the offensive side of the ball. NL pitchers definitely have an advantage in these interleague games.
Sent on the ground out to second. And trouble aboard now, as that's a base hit for Reyes. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. And a check swing. They'll appeal down to third. No swing is the signal from Freddie Ferguson. It's ball 1. The 1-2. High in the air out to center field. Jones is under it. He makes the play. Runner tags and heads for third. Well, he thought about tagging and moving up, but instead he's back to second. Ready once again, Yoenis Cespedes. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
1 run, 6 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Hard hit at third. The second for 1. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4. Welcome back to Citi Field in Flushing. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
Well, late in the game like this, calls that don't go your way can really throw you off when you're on the mound, but you just can't let it happen. His composure is getting a little test right here.
A ball and 2 strikes. They'll try again. 1-2. On the ground for the shortstop, Reyes. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The first baseman, number 19, Chris Davis.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Davis. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to left. Cespedes is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Stepping in now, Jonathan Schoop, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now it's 2-0.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row?
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Jay Bruce will be the one to lead us off when we return. Here's Jay Bruce now. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard.
And meanwhile now, here's a drive out to right center. And this ball is going to clear the wall. It's a home run.
Well, they're not there yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence. We'll see if the next few batters can continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together now.
Here's Todd Frazier now. Lifted in the air to center. Jones is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
First baseman, number 22.
Ready for another chance? Dominic Smith. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line towards center field. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 game so far.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Here now is Asdrubal Cabrera, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jones is under it. 2 gone. And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
Hey, if these guys are going to have any chance in this one, they are going to have to set their sights a little lower. You cannot expect to get the barrel of the bat to that baseball. That is entirely too high.
Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2.
He's got to find a way to set his sights down, but if I'm the pitcher, I continue to climb that ladder until he makes an adjustment.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Hit to short. He'll go to scope at second for the force out, and that ends the inning. But a solo home. Digging in once again, Adam Jones. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Jones swings and hits it very well to left. But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Tried the old ambush tactic, and it almost worked right there. Wasn't able to keep that first pitch fastball fair. The at-bat, he's got a lot left in this. If he's able to let that one go, I still think he can have a quality AB.
Conforto is there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in to try it again, Colby Rasmus. First offering on its way. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. After it is Cespedes. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double. Ready for another shot now, Caleb Joseph. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. From the stretch. Belt high and right down the middle for a strike. Comes set, and the 0-1 is a fastball taken high for a ball. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
And there are 2 away now. Digging in, the switch hitter, Dylan Bundy. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Bruce has a read on it, and that retires the side. 1 left for the Orioles, but they hold a 9-2 lead. Brandon Nimmo will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th.
Nimmo.
Swung on and missed for the first strike. Weekly hit towards first. And a step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The shortstop, number 7.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's the first pitch to him. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. 2 runs, 8 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Popped him up. Joseph shading to his right. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Next up from New York, Michael Conforto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
Ground ball right into the shift. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Back in Queens at Citi Field as we get set for the top of the 9th inning in this one. A.J. Ramos enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Ready now for Baltimore, Tim Beckham. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just a bit up. The 1-1. Hit on the ground toward the left. Frazier's up with it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now batting, left fielder.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. Line towards center field. Conforto is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. Well, that's the 6th home run we've watched leave the yard in this one. Guys, what do you think's behind the hitting we've seen here today?
Yeah, Matt, it's always tough to score runs here with this big ballpark in Citi Field. Heck, D-Roll, they've moved the fences in a couple of different times here to make it easier for the Mets hitters.
You know, this has been such an impressive hitting performance today by this offense, considering...
Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs.
The second baseman, number 6, Jonathan Scope.
Here's Jonathan Scope now. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
The pitcher is acting innocent, but I saw it in real time, and my first thought was he did that on purpose. These pitchers can paint the black inside and out, make the ball move up and down. So a lot of times when you see a guy get hit in that spot, there was some kind of message behind it. We'll see what that leads to the rest of this game.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looks at a changeup right over the middle.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. The ball and 2 strikes to Adam Jones.
Hey, that's a huge pitch for him right there. He's been struggling early. If he's able to get any feel on his secondary stuff, he might be able to hang around a little bit.
Scope leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And now a stoppage here as a balk has been called. And that could wind up being a costly one as it'll move that base runner into scoring position now with 2 away. A swing and a high drive to right center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
Into the box, Colby Rasmus, as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball 1. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clearly trying to get him from getting his arms extended again.
That one's in there. 3-1. The 3-1. pulled toward right center field. Conforto has a read on it. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And the inning is over. So 4 runs in the inning, but of note there was that they came on the strength of 3 home runs. Heart of the order 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the 9th. The O's lead this thing 13-2. Now here comes Baltimore manager Buck Showalter out to the home plate area, card lineup in hand, so it looks like a double switch could be afoot here. Brad Brock will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Danny Valencia will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Valencia moves over, makes the play, 1 away. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Jay Bruce. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
1 ball, no strikes the count. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the splitter, and it's 1-2.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. After it is Jones. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Mets down to their final out now. And standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. First offering on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
Comes set with the 0-1. Fouled off. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
13-2 is the rather one-sided final tally. Baltimore scored a lucky 13 in this one. Dylan Bundy earns his 5th winner of the year.